I reincarnated into this world with a mission: seduce one of the 4 guys the system assigned to me, succeed, and I get my old life back, the one I lost in a car crash. But guess what? I failed utterly. Each and every one of them fell head over heels for the same goddamn woman. They turned on me, spewing hateful words, telling me to just die already. In the end, I did. I offed myself, a mission failure. And only then did they lose their shit, seeing my dead body. Fucking typical. Host: mission failed. 25-year deadline exceeded. You are no longer eligible to continue the mission. The system's cold voice jolted me back to reality. I was standing outside a church listening to that goddamn system. Inside, Parker Sheffield and Jessica Landry were kissing at the altar. He was the last guy I was supposed to seduce. Another epic fail. When I was first reborn, the system gave me a deal: get one of these 4 guys to fall for me within 25 years, and I get a do-over. But here I am, a quarter of a century later, with nothing to show for it. Guess I'm just not meant to live, huh? I turned and walked away, ending up on the busiest overpass in town. The system said my time was up. I had to take care of myself permanently. As I stared at the cars whizzing by, I was bombarded with memories of those guys, their cold words, their contempt. It all came back to Jessica Landry, the woman they were all so obsessed with. The system tried to comfort me. It's not your fault. She's the chosen one. They're naturally drawn to her. I gazed up at the clear blue sky, thinking, is that it? Because I'm just some random side character. I'm doomed to fail. Fuck it. I didn't want to think anymore. I closed my eyes and stepped into the chaos. The screech of tires filled the air, followed by a furious roar. Haley, what the fuck? If you want to die, do it somewhere private. I opened my eyes to see my brother, Caleb Wright, dragging me to his car. He was one of the 4 guys the system picked for me. The system said that if I could get his brotherly affection up to 100%, I'd win. But then Jessica Landry sank her claws into him. She told him I hired someone to rape her. Caleb believed her without question, and he hated me for it. Caleb drove me to the river, hauled me out of the car, and slapped me hard across the face. If you're gonna die, do it somewhere where no one will have to pay for your stupidity. I picked out a nice spot for you. Now go on, jump. My head was spinning from the blow. I'd tried to kill myself in front of him before, desperate to get him to notice me, to hear my side of the story, but he only had eyes for Jessica. Now he thought I was just pulling the same old stunt. Caleb, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at Jessica's wedding? Are you here because of me? I looked up at him, my voice choked with bitterness. He was at the church, wasn't he? Was he worried about me? Was that why he followed me? I still had a sliver of hope for him. He sneered, don't flatter yourself. I was picking up the bridesmaid dress for Jessica when I ran into your crazy ass. And just so you know, I'm not falling for your bullshit. Haley, my hope shriveled up and died. I should have known. My brother was head over heels for Jessica. He was her lapdog. Even when she was marrying someone else, he was willing to run errands for her wedding. What a goddamn simp. I didn't say a word. I just turned and started wading into the river. Maybe Caleb thought I was bluffing. He stood on the bank, taunting me. Hurry up, slowpoke. If you're going to die, get it over with. I have to get back to the wedding. I picked up the pace, letting the water soak my clothes, numb my skin, and fill my mouth. This was it. I was finally getting out, but then I was jerked backward out of the water. Smack. Caleb slapped me again. You really think you can die on me? Haley, mom gave you that life. It's not yours to throw away. Mom was the only one in this world who ever gave a damn about me. I couldn't bear to hurt her, but I had to get out. Caleb's interruption forced me to retreat. I made up some bullshit excuse and headed home, with his words ringing in my ears. So Parker Sheffield got married. So what? If you love him so much, set him free. That's real love. I didn't love him. I was just trying to get back home. I bought a sturdy rope and went to a deserted park. I had to do this away from mom. I couldn't traumatize her. I tied the rope to a tree, ready to hang myself. Looking at the noose, I couldn't help but laugh bitterly. 25 years in this godforsaken world. It felt like a lifetime. When I first arrived, Caleb hated me. He thought I was stealing mom and dad's love. Seducing him was hard, but I believed that with enough love, he'd eventually accept me. I skipped meals to save money and buy him video games. I took the blame when he got into trouble. When he was sick, I braved a storm to get him medicine. I spent my entire summer paycheck on a $300 pair of sneakers he wanted. Slowly, his affection for me started to grow. I almost thought I was going to succeed, but then Jessica Landry showed up and stole everything I'd worked for. Whatever. All those years, just a dream. I stood on a rock, slipped the noose over my head, and jumped. The choking sensation hit me instantly. My body writhed in protest, but I fought to stay silent. I didn't want anyone to find me. Oh, right. I left a note so I wouldn't scare anyone. Don't be afraid. I'm a star now. My mind began to drift. As I approached death, all the memories of this world flashed before my eyes. No matter how hard I tried, Jessica Landry always took everything. Everyone loved her, not me. Just when I thought it was over, someone lifted me up. I gasped, sucking in the air. Haley, what the fuck are you doing? It was Dr. Samuel Sam Bradford, my former psychiatrist, 8 years my senior, another one of my targets. When I was diagnosed with depression, he was the one who treated me. The system told me I could seduce him too, so I spent more time trying to win him over. We had dinners, went to art galleries, and even visited amusement parks. He introduced me to his grandmother, the woman he admired most in the world. He told me I was the first girl he ever brought home. His affection for me grew so fast, I thought I was finally going to win, but then Jessica Landry showed up again. She cried to Sam, Dr. Bradford, Haley hired someone to rape me. I can't sleep. I keep having nightmares. And what did Sam do? He held her in his arms right in front of me. Don't worry, I'm here for you. That day, Sam, his eyes burning with rage, told me to get the hell out. He said my depression was fake, just a ploy to get his sympathy. He called me disgusting, and just like that, another mission failed. The irony wasn't lost on me. 2 suicide attempts in one day, and I ran into 2 of the guys I was supposed to seduce. What were the odds? Shouldn't you be at Jessica's wedding? My voice was flat, my eyes empty. Sam was handsome, with a gentle voice and a caring touch. That's how he pulled me out of the darkness, but he pushed me back down into it. Can't I just take a walk if I'm not in the mood to be there? He frowned, his face tight with frustration. He loved Jessica too, didn't he? He even gave up a chance to study abroad for her. He must be upset about the wedding. What about you? Why are you trying to kill yourself, or are you just trying to get my attention? Can you please stop pretending to be depressed? Find another trick. His words didn't sting crying as much this time. I was used to it. He always said I was faking my depression, but I really was depressed. Couldn't he see that? When you're unloved, everything you do is just an excuse for them to say whatever they want. I didn't answer. I stood up and started walking away, already thinking of another way to die. Maybe it was the utter despair on my face or the emptiness in my eyes, but Sam must have realized I was serious this time. He grabbed my arm and dragged me back to his place. He called Caleb and asked him to come get me. When Caleb arrived, he brought Jessica Landry and Parker Sheffield along with him. Jessica shrank behind Parker, looking terrified. Parker glared at me, his voice dripping with scorn. Haley, do you really have to fake this for us to feel sorry for you? Today is Jessica and my wedding day. Are you determined to ruin it? Haven't you done enough already? They all thought I was a manipulative bitch trying to hurt Jessica. I looked at them, my face a mask of indifference, even disgust. What if I told you that Jessica was the one who hurt me, that she hired someone to rape me? Jessica turned white. The guys exchanged bewildered glances. No, Haley, why are you trying to slander me? You're the one who destroyed me. Jessica burst into tears, playing the helpless victim. It was her go-to move. Enough, Haley, Caleb yelled, his face contorted with rage. You're making things up. Apologize to Jessica now. Sam chimed in, his voice icy. Haley, I suggest you apologize to Jessica. Parker didn't even bother to look at me. He was too busy comforting Jessica. Jessica really had the power of plot armor. Whatever she said, they believed. Her version was the truth, and mine was a lie. She was always the innocent one, and I was always the villain. As I looked at the hatred on their faces, I realized how pathetic I'd been, twisting myself into knots to save a life that wasn't even worth living. I was exhausted. Death was the only escape. I shoved them aside, trying to leave, but they blocked my path. If you leave, you'll just find another way to hurt Jessica. Caleb sneered. You're staying right here. Sam and I will take turns watching you. You're not going to hurt Jessica. So Caleb and Sam took turns guarding me. Parker and Jessica went back to their wedding. I spent the entire night at Sam's place. Caleb and Sam brought me food, but I refused to eat or sleep. I was going to starve myself to death. I sat on the sofa, staring blankly out the window. Finally, Sam noticed something was wrong. He grabbed my hands, forcing me to look at him. Haley, look at me. Do you even know who I am? I just stared at him, silent. Caleb's face turned pale. What's wrong with her? She's trapped inside herself.